Hey, you guys, this is Carla with Intuitive Sparks. I am so sorry it took me so long to get back to you guys. It's my last video, but I wanted to talk a little bit about your auras. I spoke in my last video about how it all began for me with seeing auras in church when I used to go to church as a child, and the preacher would be up there talking, and I would see colors coming from the head area, neck area, all kinds of colors, just a mixture like the rainbow. And I'd ask my mother, I'd be like, do you know what that is? And she wouldn't see it. And, at the time, I had no clue what it was. But as I learned later in life, I was seeing my aura. So I wanted to try to maybe help you guys if you wanted to learn how to see your aura in a way that might be a little easy for you. If you can see the curtain behind me, my husband helped me rig that up, and what I want you to try to do is, while I'm talking to you, is just kind of focus around my body, and I'll explain a little more as I go along, but you're going to kind of put your attention right an inch or two off of wherever you're looking on my body. So you're going to be looking for what most people see at first is a 1 to 2 inch white haze, or a white like a glow kind of, but not really a glow. It's more like a almost like you're outlined in white. And those of you that have seen auras before can see the colors around me. But when you're first learning to see an aura, you normally just see the first little white, the light, a little bit of light around my silhouette of my body. They say that a white background is best. From doing a little bit of research on YouTube and watching other videos that people have tried to show how to see an aura on, I felt that maybe the white background would be best. So I hope that if you watch this video and you have some questions for me, that you are more than welcome to leave them in the replies, and I will try my best to get back to you and answer your questions. I have many spiritual friends, so if I can't answer them, I can find, an answer to whatever your question is, I'm sure. I learned a lot from a very good friend of mine. Her name is Kelly Coffee, and she has a program on YouTube called Kelly in the Raw, and she's taught me so much. But she also has an aura video on there that I wanted to share with you guys. I learned a lot from her, but I did already know how to see auras. But one of her techniques was to get a piece of white paper, like a piece of computer paper or whatever. And what you would want to do is kind of hold it out in front of you like this at arm's length, and take your hand and place it on the piece of paper like this. And what you're going to be looking for is, you're going to have it out at arm's length, and you're going to not be looking at your hand, but you're going to be looking at in between your fingers, and you're going to relax your gaze. And relax your gaze means you're just going to stare at that white in between your fingers right there. And as you're staring at that, you'll start to notice an outline of white. You'll start to notice that there's an outline of white between your fingers. And if you take the piece of paper and you move it behind your hand, once you find your outline of white, you'll notice that you'll start to see a few colors after a little while. You got to find your white spot first. And then once you get that down, you will notice that there are colors coming in. But anyway, that's a really good technique to practice to see your auras. Another way to practice seeing your aura is go to your bathroom and stand in front of the mirror and look at the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror, but kind of soften your gaze and look around you. And when I say soften your gaze, have you ever had a feeling like when you were thinking about something, whether you were in the car or at work or in a classroom at school, and you had your mind somewhere else really, and you were just kind of staring off into space or whatever? That's what you want to do. You want to like relax your gaze and not stare intently at the object, but just kind of off to the side. So if you're looking at me now, you want to stare off to the side from me and just kind of look. And as I move, once you find my aura going around me, as I move around, the white area will get bigger and bigger. So you can kind of watch it follow me. But this is one thing that once you learn to do it, you can not only see auras on yourself and other people, because you'll start to really pay attention. I'll just go sit and people watch, or like if I'm at the grocery store waiting in line to be checked out or whatever, I'll just sit there and just kind of be looking. I'll try not to look so people don't think I'm staring, but I'll be looking at the top of their head and over them, just trying to practice on seeing the auras. But once you do that, you'll find yourself doing it more and more. And I have noticed, I don't know, in the past year, once you learn to see the auras on people, you can look out and see auras around the trees. You can see auras around anything, because we're all made up of energy. And we have chakras in our body, our main chakra levels. I'll have to get on a chakra video later. But anyway, our body's made up kind of like the colors of the rainbow. Our main areas in our body, our heart chakra, our all of it. I don't want to go into chakras right now, but we have, and they're color-coded, if you want to say it like that. We're color-coded with our chakras, and everything in this world is made up of energy. A piece of wood, a tree, us, a bug, a leaf on a plant, a rug, a car. You can be sitting in a line of traffic, sitting in school in the carpool line, and look at a vehicle in front of you and actually see the energy of that vehicle coming off the top of it. And the way you do that is like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like in the very hot time of summertime, you can see like these layers. Almost looks like what does it look like? Like heat coming off of asphalt. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like fuzzy and flurry looking. That is energy, and that is all around us. And if you really start to pay attention on your surroundings, you can see the energy coming off of everything, and that is our auras. But you can definitely see energy off of vehicles. You can see, when you start learning how to see an aura on a human being, then you can start to see it on animals, plants, cars. You can start to see energy move in the air. You can see energy move in the wall. And I'll teach you how to do that later. But what you have to do is just kind of relax your gaze, and it just is around you. I can see my aura right now as I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but if you'll start to just stare, soften your gaze and stare around me in this white background, you're going to see a silhouette around me that is in white, and it's inch or two wide at first when you're first learning. And as I move, the more you see it, the bigger, the wider it'll get. But you got to practice on that if you want to learn to see your auras. So once you see your aura, you can just start, like if you're anywhere, outside or whatever, take a few minutes. Enjoy life. Sit outside, enjoy nature. Look up into the trees. Look at anything. Relax your gaze. You will be able to see your aura. I don't know. I hope this helps you, this little video that I've done, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about how to do it. And if you guys have any questions, I would love to try to help you. I have a Facebook page. We talk about all kinds of things on there. It's Intuitive Sparks with Carla on Facebook. And I also have a web page. I'm a medium and a psychic. And I do readings. And my website is www.intuitivesparks.com. And I'll be happy to try to answer any questions you guys might have. But that is how you can try to learn to see auras. And I hope you like my little short video here, and I'll try to do another one really soon. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Love and light. See you again before too long. Bye, guys.